Welcome, guys. Wait till you see this spot. Keep in mind, as you see this, they are all around me. They're always there. This is the trick. Okay, we're getting close. I'm going to show you how this is done. This might not necessarily be actually Sasquatch. This is beings of the unseen world, ancient beings, amazing beings. Certainly associated. Some of them have big footprints. It's just an incredible thing. I put the music at the end from the last video with some added timestamps as well. So if you missed the last video and you want to see me dance for about a half a second, it's at the end. Thank you, guys. Check this out. Just look carefully at these details. One of the best visually pleasing places is right here. And I decided to turn up here. It's very difficult, man. When you first turn up this hill, it's this steep. It's like this. And then it's all been affected by water, so it has this, but way deeper. And no matter what, your back tire's getting in it. I'm literally doing like wheelies up the hill. Like, it was so scary, which I like because it makes it hard to get. And I told these guys, I was just messing with them. I was like, you guys, I did a video with my cell phone here. I parked up top. I was like, now I can come up here without, because I used to have to walk all the way in. And now with the bike, I can come up this. So anyway, I said, if you don't do anything, I'm not coming in. If you don't invite me in, then I'll see you next year, is what I said. I got to take this as that. It doesn't get any better. Like, they could have just thrown this out as I was coming up. Look. Look at that, you guys. This is what I see. Like, I had to drive around it. Right there, and then their world's right there. Wait till I show you what that looks like, okay? It's got to be better than ever. They want me in here. They're so proud of it. Now remember, I'm not quite sure who guides me in this. It might not just be spot to spot. There could be a higher power that's like, all right, send him over there today. I'm just making this up. Send him, make sure he goes to that world. We want him going back there to film that because, like, I just make this up, but maybe, you know, like, there could be, you just have to leave it open that there's things happening around us that we're not aware of. Over now. Give me a sec.
It's like y'all be talking funny. I don't understand language.
This standalone, unlike nothing else I have ever seen anyone else find or I have ever found before. Now, it's like it, I guess, but because it's the same system and language. You guys, do you see that trident on the road? I'm still freaking about that. Because I haven't been coming in here, and because this is where they go. It's on video with me, Callie, and Tim, Georgia. All right, Tim, I haven't heard from you in a while. Tim, if you hear this, send me a message. I'm just curious if you're listening. Like, I was hearing from you, and then you just disappeared. I don't know. It seemed like you were really coming around, like, you didn't say anything, but I had this feeling like I could just tell that you were, because I remember when you were here, you know, some of the woo part of it was a little bit of a, you know, a little bit tough to take in. And I don't know, I could have been making it up, but I would see you looking at me and Callie like, all right, I think these guys, this is hard to believe, but they're all over the, you know, like, I just saw you witnessing, and then I've been seeing your videos ever since, change completely. You know, like, you're in those woods, and, like, you know, once you have that understanding that this isn't within our reason, then everyone's video gets better. As soon as you lose that common sense, oh, wow, is it getting good, you guys. I've never walked in this exact way. Usually from below, one time by myself from above. Wait for it. This is the place that you'll show someone that's like, oh, that's stupid. You're into that. Really? Then explain this video to me. Okay, and then you'll show them this, and I'll tell them how dumb they are. Look at this. Remember, you haven't seen anything yet. Will they show up here? I doubt it. This is the one place I don't get timestamps, really. Because they sit back. They go up right up there in that power line, I think. I mean, you know, unless when they're in the state where you just can't see them, they just fade out. Like John was saying, they can go behind a tree and you've run over there and they're gone. You know, they just fade out. They change. You know, a lot of this we don't get. Now remember, this is going to be so distinct. It's crazy. I'm at the way top. Just take it all in, okay? It's impossible. If a human being sees that, just natural, you should probably find a new friend. There's something wrong with them. Look at the Multigas. Seriously, if their IQ is low enough not to be able to think out of their hypnotism, you're better off. They're just going to hold you back in life. They're too involved with themselves. I say this every video because it's true. Now, is that person likable? And yeah, maybe more than you, even, or me. But that's the problem. They love themselves, not God, and not the earth. Now wait for it. Oh, you know what stinks? I was like, I get to go all the way up now, but I got to walk down there to get to it. So that's all right. It's well worth it. So in other words, I don't have to walk. It's a hill. It's this steep. It's very steep. But when I get to it, we're going to see footprints. We're going to see everything. They do it on purpose. All their seats. Wow, it's the busiest I've ever seen this place. Like, you can't really see anything's happening unless you really, like, go close. They've made it. It's different. Let me see if I can get them to do that. I mean, if you did it with 3 of us, we were, like, completely... Callie wanted to zoom over there. You can't even see out of here. I don't know how he did that. And that's when it happened. He was trying to get some zooms to the other side. I let Callie when he was into this. But now, he's just... I don't know, Callie is completely out of this. Right there. Because you can't have other motives. I told you. You'll be filtered from this subject if you were here to make money. You'll be filtered from this subject if you don't have faith. You'll be filtered from this subject if you don't realize that you're on a piece of dirt in the middle of space. Just because it's a big piece of dirt. Do you really think that matters? That's how simple you think. Just because it's really big, it's not a piece of dirt anymore to you. You're too simple. I'm talking to one person. I'm talking to the people in this earth that are just delirious. That's who I'm talking to. They want you to know, not me. Everything I say comes from them, okay? Or I wouldn't be repeating it because it never changes. You'll always be stuck where you are forever until you die. And so will your grandchildren, their children, and so forth and so on, because you're too stupid to think yourself out of this stuff. And then you're going to get mad at me for speaking the truth. Because you're dumb. Isn't it an amazing world? It's an amazing world, isn't it? No one can speak their mind without getting yelled at. I'm not even speaking my mind. I'm speaking an absolute fact. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. And I'm only doing it because I'm among them. My emotions are crazy right now. Look at that. There's the seats. Oh my God, look, all the footprints go to the seats, you guys. See, they all come. This is the one place where I can figure it out. Like, maybe not all, but they have these trails that go up every single year. And they lead right out of the seats, you guys. Wait till I get to this seat. It's incredible. I don't remember seeing that before here. A little bit, but not like that. This is definitely more. I don't even think people will recognize this. Wow. Except when you get to the best seats that have ever been found by any human being. This is a world record, okay, you're about to see. I hold about 1,000 world records, but no need to acknowledge any of them, it's fine. When you work for, I feel like, whether I make the excuse or not, I feel like I'm literally working for God himself. And when you do that, and even if you convince yourself, it doesn't matter anymore. You don't care about, I know what I'm doing is right. So what anyone else thinks is meaningless. I feel bad for them that, when they go, that they're not going to be involved, that they're too simply minded, it really affects me because not just because of me, like they'll miss this. That's the one see, that was always there. I'll always know that. It wasn't that. That's like crazy over there. It's hard to get through these places. I'm so zapped. Here's the main seats, okay? Wow. I'm glad I came here today. Because I've been going after interactions. See, I can't get interactions here besides maybe they'll whistle from the side. If I get a, I'll be thrilled. I would rather have that almost than see them. Like, I don't need to see them. It's all for you guys. That part of it's all for you. I've been there and done that. It takes me days, sometimes a lifetime to get over it. Look at this. The best seats ever found in the history of the world. The most definitive, I should say. Look at him sidestepping. Look. That's a footprint. Look at that, you guys. I've shown this before, but you're barely going to recognize it. It changes tenfold every time I'm here. Here's the other one. There's so many. Let's go to all the seats quickly. I'm fighting the zapping. All I want to do right now is tell people what they do wrong. That because it comes from them. While I'm showing this to you, they want me to tell you the mistakes that you're making. Remember, it's not an opinion for them. They know this earth factually and God for a fact. Okay? Look how that goes underneath. They're trying to help you. They know what is best for you, okay? You won't listen. A lot of you do, actually. A lot of you do. Shout out to Bruce Willis. I was just thinking about Bruce because I hadn't heard from Bruce in a while. Bruce really has helped me in the past, so I don't like to shout out to him because I don't want him to think like I want money or something. I was literally thinking about Bruce, like, oh, I came across his videos, that's why. His time-lapse video. Look at this. So Bruce, hope you're doing well. Another guy that's not mentioned enough that bailed me out when I really, really needed help. I barely mentioned it, just a little bit. Like I did mention it in that video. Look at the X in between it all. This is the video you show dumb people. Okay. Are they dumb in regular life? No, maybe not. But as far as the earth goes, they're stupid. So we're trying to help them. Remember, when I use these words because it wakes them up. Do you know that I've gotten messages over this? Mark, at first I was offended that you were calling me an idiot. That's why but she said later on, she goes, I've been watching now for a few years, and she said, I'll show you the email if you want. I'll show it to you. She said you could use this. And she said that, oh my God, look at this. Because I called her an idiot. No, I didn't call her one, but I said idiot in the video. It got her pissed. And then she's like, all right, well, this guy's literally got that kind of nerve she believed that so she believed me, what I was saying, but like, wasn't sure, like maybe I just believe, or maybe I just think this. So she believed me. Look at this. This is brand new, you guys. Look at that. This is where they sit. He just sits there. There's footprints everywhere, you guys. It's so deep. Those are all footprints from bare feet. Look at this. This is in the middle of a 70-degree angle forest with structures like you've never seen before. Like literally hardly have ever seen before. Like definitive perfection. You can make no mistake on anything you see. It's all 100% system. And 100% hidden from the world. No one will ever find this place. If I sat here and offered a $20 million reward for all of you to listen to my voice to find me, you'd never find me. Ever in a million years would ever find me right here. Look at that. There's another one right over there. We'll go there next. There's another one there. These are big dudes. I think that's big. Because you know why I think it's big versus little? Because of how important they seem to be, what they go through to make these, and then the footprints that lead out of them. See, these are all footprints leaving it, and they go uphill. They all go uphill away. So when they leave these seats,
would appear anyway that they're going uphill. I think this was, Callie was trying to get a zoom out of here like this. Man, my tooth. You guys, look at this path. Look how wide it is. From that seat to that seat, which is up there. Look at the path right there. Look at that. It's just that right there. So this is like I said, this is the video for stupid people, because this way he can't say game trail. Okay, game can't make a 2-foot wide flat trail. Okay, they have hooves. They dig a little trench. Is what they do. Wow. On this place. So he was right over there. He was somewhere, I forget where, we were behind me, but from over there, we look at each other, we hear, I think I said this in the last video on the cell phone here. We hear, ask those guys, okay? So we decided to, from now on, guys, let's hoax, okay? So in the future, I'm going to do a video, I'm going to tell the story lying that something went, oh yeah, that's right, it's on video. Never mind. You can listen to it yourself. I was like, in case you don't believe me, but I forgot that it's all on video. Look at this. See how the root, this is on purpose. He has to touch, they like to touch that. And it's all dug down on purpose to that. Then here he is walking out and then walking over. These are all big footprints, you guys. See that? Like I just stepped in it, is all that I did. It goes this way. He goes up as well. Look at the size of that. Oh, it's right here, see? Oh, I'm sorry, he goes out there and then turns. So there's where it is. So he's coming out there, turning here, walking like this. He even kicked it. Look, this is from him going like that. See? Look. Sorry. See that? It's a berm from this. Going like this. And then there he is. Another one where he's kicking it. Oh, sorry. That's when I do one-handed, I apologize. I don't like to cut that out though, because I want to keep it in one clip. See, look. They come right through here. It's all wide. All Sasquatch Highway on X's. Look at that. See, that the thing about here, nothing can be deadfall. It's all definitive system and language. It's in the ABCs, except in their alphabet. Okay, nothing else could do that. See? I'm not doing it. I just put my foot on it. Look. Look at the pile. Something was here, probably like that. And then when he pushed up, it makes that berm like that. There's nothing else in the world but a foot that could do that. Right here. See, this is on the grid, on the system. There's probably little ones. See how they run around? They come up here, they turn, and they go right here. And it's probably, what I picture is small ones running back and forth to like Uncle Bill and stuff. They're not allowed to leave this system. It's one thing I know for sure, that little ones can never leave the quarantine, ever. They're never, ever strictly prohibited to ever leave this area. Has it happened? Probably a million times, and we would never know the difference. But it's because they can't handle, probably, as well as the adults if they get caught in a situation. It's also hunting season right now. So I think it does change because they know there's people hiding. And these guys aren't perfect with their, as far as I can tell. Kid could make mistakes and not know you were there. But it seems to be above that. See, look at this. Look at that seat. And then look at the trident next to it. You don't have to listen to one word I'm saying, guys. I'm just talking out of excitement and nerves. Look at that. Look at that footprint. Look at that. These are all footprints. You guys, look at these. These are all custom, special logs and sticks and trees. Every one of them. There's not one tree like this growing anywhere around here. It's a whole different caliber growing here. Oh, I found my seat. I've just been chilling. You guys just had like a dance session with them? Oh my God, is that embarrassing? You guys do me a favor. This will stop me from like talking and monotonously. Just do me a favor, please. When I walk out of here, take me like, it'll take less than 5 minutes. I'm going to keep the clip on, probably like 3 minutes. Just look at the detail. Look at this highway right here. Now it's a small highway. Like, so in other words, there's different ones. This is one that's within the quarantine, like it doesn't go out of it. So it's just within it's just simply amazing. And once you get to that corner, it turns and comes down. So as soon as you start seeing growth, that's where it ends. There's nothing there. They go in there, but then not too far, it's a ledge right there. It goes straight down to the road, actually. Whoa. So what I'm saying is, if you guys can just pay attention to the detail, look at the trail that goes by. That'll make me speed this video up. Just really look at it, you guys. You gotta see the trident. I forgot to show you. I really wanted to show this trident to you. Okay, well look, there it is. So look. A lot of things you can't see in here like this. All right, it's just unless I'm zoom, it's hard to see how perfect it all is, right? I'm inside of it. I realize sometimes I'm getting used to it because I'll snap out of it and be like, dude, you realize where you are? And I'm like, yeah. Talking to myself. I like talking to myself. Literally talking to myself. We made it. Let's try to look at that. So it's a fork and then the trident at the end. That points right at me. They put that there because I know I'd be standing right. And I'm just kidding. All right, details, just details. How none of this can be an accident. This is the place. This is the best footage for, not what I said before, like showing someone that like you're having trouble with your friend or something. This is actually the best footage for people that go out. Guys like that are totally into this, like Dave Hollis or William or Diesel, or it doesn't matter how good you are at this. This is a great reference video. Like it just kind of boosts you, helps you grasp, because just sometimes the harder parts and some of the best places don't have what's behind me. It doesn't mean it's any less magical there. They've done this. They've brought me here to help other people. That's the thing. The more I'm in this, the more I'm realizing like I'm just chopped liver in a sense. Like, hey, thanks you guys for letting me do this. Like, I'm still very grateful. I'm pretty sure that's my only job in this. Is just to get to you guys and for other people. It's just a wake-up call. You'll take it from there. You don't need me past a certain point. Like a refresher. Like, let me just make sure this is real again. Yep, Mark's still out there. That's what I'm here for. I'm not a guru. You're the guru. You're going to be the better than me one day. I'm just the teacher. Like the original first dude that found their system. You know, maybe I'll always stay on. I don't know. But I up there with just figuring this all out. But I don't think so. I think it's going to be some of you guys. It might not be. It might be someone that doesn't even go out in the forest. That's what I think. Because it's going to be a Christian person, someone that has a belief in a God. It doesn't mean you went to church once in your whole life. It has nothing to do with church. You get the brainwashing out of your head. Okay? Like John told me this morning. We've made that up. It's the Bible talks about the seventh day. It never mentions Sunday once. So we just assume we made that all up. Days are meaningless as far as your relationship with God. I make that up because I believe that. I don't believe God cares which day. I just don't think he cares. I just think he just wants your respect. That's all. He demands it, actually, in a sense, in a nice way. Doesn't demand it. I'm putting words in God's mouth there. Like, I tell you what you think and then what God thinks. Maybe I am a narcissist. No, I don't think anything of these things. I'm just nerve talking my way out of here. That is one big pile of fresh dirt that came from underground that have no animals involved. They're in the roots of those trees at some of those seats. The bigger ones seem to walk back up to the power lines. So now that could be simple thinking too. Like maybe he just goes up to the power line sometimes. So it's really, I try not to try to even worry about it too much anymore. I just want to see where they stepped and where they're hanging out. That's good enough for me. Why try to go beyond that when we're not going to know for sure? This is brutal. You can see. Everything looks good on a camera, guys. Like when you see someone's car, sometimes like, oh man, that car's so nice. Everything comes out better on the camera. Like that road looks more pretty than it is. Man, someone's stepping all over those ants. Look at hooves. They probably didn't know. Where am I? So look, picture this, right? I'm driving up here. I've told them, look, I'm not coming in. Nicely, a different way. A lot of times I just stop and wait for a noise right then. And I think that's fair because they're not ready to do that yet. There I am. And nothing happens. Sometimes, yeah. I go, and that's a lot of the videos you've seen, actually, is how I got the video. Was I said, if you guys want me to come in today, you have to whistle or something. Would knock, wham! I'm like, all right. You think you're crazy at first, then you do it a few hundred times. Nope, this is really happening. All right, so you can see there's nothing on this road. They maintain it. So if there's a stick on here they don't want, it won't be there. This is all their world, okay? Just to give you confirmation. I'm driving them. That's why I stopped where I did. And there, all of a sudden I see that. They would never put that in the middle of the road. You guys think about it. Right there, they deliberately brought those sticks out, which might be what these used to be, and then something hits it. Like that was probably an X, right? And then a tire hits it. Like they're just chilling right here on this road. Right here. And maybe just completely invisible. I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. I think I had them surround me while they were all invisible, walking. But besides that, all the other times to be hiding from me, they seem to be stationary and all grouped up together, or one big one behind some white technology. These little quartz balls of technology. So keep it in mind, it's very possible that when they're on the move, they're on, like, I think they do have tag ones that can do it with stealth, but there's also ones that make attempts without it, and that's the footage and the stories that we get. Look at that. And my tooth is throbbing. As I'm walking up with pain.
It's like y'all be talking funny. I don't understand language and people with short.